open invitation because sometimes there's underlining meanings to what people say.
Yeah.
And I am so against that. I'm so against that. Look, I'm the type of person, be 100 with me. And I know a lot of people say, oh, keep it 100, keep it 100. But let me tell you the real definition of 100.
Some people can't handle it.
Some people cannot handle it. But the real definition of 100 is you speak exactly what is truly on your mind, but in a tactful way, because you don't want to hurt your significant other's feelings. But you express exactly what is wrong, when it is wrong, so that it can be fixed. And you express, you don't make your partner play the guessing game.
Yes.
That's what I hate.
Oh,
I don't want I shouldn't have to guess.
No.
You know, and females are notorious for that.
I believe it.
Females you'll do something and they'll just walk around the house all mad all day. Just
and then you're
do
like,
it,
what's going on?
puffing and puffing and like,
what happened?
Yeah.
You didn't say hi.
And you don't even know what you did, right?
And they don't even want to tell you.
Yes, exactly. That makes no sense to me at all. None. That just lets me know that you purposely want to agitate your own self and be angry all day.
So
and why would you want to do that?
Exactly.
Why?
For her, she would say, all right, I'm gonna go out. I'm like, cool, do your thing. Because the only reason why I don't go all the time because I'm like, I ain't trying to drink all the time. But she's doing this 5 days out of the, my bad. She's doing this 5, 6, 7 all week, and I'm just like,
she doesn't have any kids, does she?
No, which is good.
Yeah,
she don't have
but
no kids.
still, I mean, even every day of the week, that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. She's cool as chick. She's cool ass chick as a friend, but like as dating wise, it was kind of like, all right, I didn't really feel like
there wasn't a commitment.
It wasn't really like, cause like I would tell her, I was like, hey, I don't mind you going out. I mean, you know, doing your thing. Like you cross to the crib, which is fine, but at least let me know like where you headed. Like at least like when you get off work, just let me. Like sometimes she used to let me know where she was gonna be at. So at least if she got you drunk.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me you were in a relationship with a female who would go out and sometimes you would not know where she was?
Mm-hmm. When I told her,
somebody slapped this boy.
No, you didn't let me feel it.
That is not. No. You don't do that.
Yeah, I said, what is it? She gets off of work, and sometimes she'll say, cool. Mind you, she gets off of work. Yeah, no, yeah, okay. That's her best guy friend. Oh. She would go there and visit and say she got off work at like 6 or 7. I wouldn't see her till like 2 in the morning. 2, 3 in the morning. No phone call, no text message, no nothing. Nah. No. So I told her, I said, so I let her get away with that for like a week or 2, right? Not even 2.
No.
I let her get away with that for a week.
See, this is what I'm talking about not keeping it 100, you guys. You're punishing yourselves. You're hurting yourselves by not keeping it 100. Because you should have said something the first time it happened.
I did.
And what happened?
I said, hey, just let me. I'm like, I know you like to go out. Just let me know where you're at in case you get too drunk to drive, and I'll come get you.
And if you're in a committed relationship, you shouldn't even have to ask. You shouldn't have to ask that. I'm not in a committed relationship, but I have friends, and when I choose to go out, I tell my friends where I'm going. I tell my daughter, she's gonna graduate high school. When I go out, I text her the address of where I'm going to be at.
Exactly.
You know, because you just never know.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get into her. For her, she had been single for so long.
But that's dangerous. That's living dangerously single. Dangerously single. Yeah. That should be like another show. You should do.
It will. You're more than welcome to come back on because like anybody I have on the show, it's like. Hey, you don't have to be your first and last appearance. You can keep coming on there as much as you want. If you got an idea, we can shoot the video. Like I'm like, hey, PJ got an idea for or something we can talk about.
That would be an interesting talk to do because there are some females out here that are oblivious to the dangers that they're putting themselves into every day. And it's not right.
But that's but like I said, the reason why it wasn't too hard because the fact that the people that she was around.
You knew all of them?
Yeah, I knew him.
Okay.
So I knew him. That's why I was
still
like...
no excuse, though. As a partner, she should... Yeah.
So, I mean, she, like... I would say, hey, look, babe, I don't mind you doing your thing. I know you do your thing with your friends and all that stuff. Yeah. But at least let me know where you're at so I can at least... just in case. And she, and she would do it for a couple times and then stop. And then it just became a habit to where... she came home one time at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, this is me actually now. This is me. Like I woke up. I'm up and I'm like, hey. I text her. I say, hey, you good? You all right? I didn't get no text back. And then I think it was midnight. And then I kind of was like kind of working out a little bit. And then I went outside to go downstairs to go get my gloves out of my car. And she's coming up the stairs. Oh, hey, babe, what's up? I was like, hey. I'm like, you alright? What's going on? What are you doing? Because she had been right there.
Yeah.
So I was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm gonna go get my gloves out of my car. Or my backpack out of the car. What you need your backpack for? And so I said, you been drinking, right? A little. Okay. So ignored her, walked past her.
Yeah, you gotta blow out.
Walked and got my, I'm like,
How funny the little hint of jealousy comes out, or
well, she's a Gemini, so I know her jealousy is a little I mean, I get a little envious sometimes.
Well, everybody does. If jealousy comes with value.
Right.
If you think something has value and you're afraid, well, fear is another thing. So fear and value play a big part in jealousy.
She would tell me, you can't wear cut-off sleeve shirts no more.
Did you oblige?
I stayed home. I stayed my ass home.
But did you wear cut-off?
No.
Ah, so you were able to obey what she asked you to do, but she wasn't able to obey what you
That's
asked
what I'm
her.
saying. I'm like, that's why, like, when I played it out, I'm like, I'm the one that's doing okay here. I'm not talking to any other female. I'm not visiting the bartenders.
See, and that's when that makes it easier to walk away. When you have no regrets, when you know that you've done your due diligence in the relationship and you've been the committed one and you have done everything that you yourself would expect from a partner for your partner, and they do not, then...
So, I mean, she kept saying that.
Yeah.
I've been single. I'm not used to having a boyfriend. I'm like,
well,
you better get used to it.
No, well, actually, she should have been ready for that before she even asked you out. Or I don't know who asked who out, but before she committed to being in a committed relationship, she should have been ready for that. She should have been ready for everything that comes with that.
She wasn't, and that's what like
so
I
then
said.
my question then is what was her benefit to being with you?
Living closer and not
living closer to.
As in living closer to her bars.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that was the benefit.
She's a social butterfly, so she goes out.
Okay, well then it really wouldn't matter where she lives, now does it?
Yeah, so I'd always be at home, but the thing is, like, I'd always be at home because first of all.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to open up that can of worms, but it ponders. I'm just pondering it because, like, what's the...
Oh, the Renwick Show?
If she wasn't ready to be in a relationship, to be in a committed relationship, then what was her game for saying yes when you asked her out?
Well, I started picking up on that, and I'm not sure if that was her actual reason, but I know that when she stayed with me for a little bit, she wasn't paying anything for rent, even though she had her own home.
There you go, finances. Financially, yeah.
She didn't have. Yes, that's what it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ended up being when I actually broke it off with her. It ended up being like, oh, so you really just needed a place to stay, because after breaking up with her, I think she called me a couple times to say, hey, I don't like have a place to stay, and my mom just kicked me out. Her mom did kick her out.
Yeah.
Like her and her mom don't really see eye to eye very well, and I can understand that.
That's another sign too of a toxic person. If they cannot get along with if their parents are decent people.
It's just her mom, I think.
But if her parents are decent people and they can't get along, then something's wrong there.
Yeah.
But I mean, by all means, if something's wrong with the parent, you know, if they're alcoholic or abusive, you know, then of course.
I mean, she takes that as even though that's the way her mom was, she takes it to herself. Like, I'm not trying to be like that. Look, I got my money. I'm doing something decent. I'm doing whatever, you know. And then her mom, you know, they bicker back and forth. So it's just like.
Okay.
So I didn't like. I was like, all right. So.
But did she genuinely try to get along with her mom? Like, I'm sorry. Why are we analyzing her life? I mean, that should be that you guys should talk about that when she's on. But I don't know. I was just curious to the benefit. But you said she needed a place to stay, and that
it seemed that way because, like I said, like now, I've actually given her a ride to work before.
Well, hell, You should have told her, hey, you didn't have to be my girlfriend to stay with me, you know.
Yeah, like you could have slept on the couch.
No kidding. I mean, you could have came to some kind of agreement, like, okay,
yeah, like
you know,
you pay this portion
stay
on the
here
rent
for a month while you get back on your feet, and
yeah.
then after you get back on your feet, you pay me for 1 month's rent. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's ways around it. Maybe she felt like her only option was to pretend to be.
I mean, she might okay.
Or do you think she was pretending, or do you think she really?
I don't know if she
had feelings for you.
Here's the thing. We dated for 3 months. Oh, go ahead. Get your drink. I want you to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we dated for 3 months. So I haven't got my secret.
I got it covered with a brown bag, so nobody can see what it is.
I made like, what is it? Like whenever I was with her, I would always try to understand her story, like how she always tell me, I know everybody. It's crazy. I'm like, that's what's up. In my head, I'm like, that's not always.
You're such a nice person. He's really a nice person too. You single? You're single right now.